I'm Karen, one of the instructors at Roanoke County. Today I'm going to show you how to make a block that is part of a quilt. It is quick and easy. 2 cuts, sew them back together, and you've got a baby quilt in less than 2 hours. You will need a sewing machine and some fabric, a ruler, a cutting mat, and a rotary cutter. Step 1 is the fabric. I have 4 pieces of fabric here, and they are all lined up, and I'm going to show you how to cut them so that we can sew them back together. The equipment that I'm using to measure this is a 12.5 by 12.5 inch ruler. I'm going to come in from one side to the 2.5 inch, cut right down but with my rotary cutter, just one little strip right down. Next step, I'm going to turn my fabric, take my ruler, measure 2.5 inches in again, and one little strip with my rotary cutter, and we've cut all 4 pieces. So now that I have all 4 of my blocks cut, I'm ready to move on to the next step, which is sewing them back together. Now we're at the sewing machine. I'm going to step 1, take the shorter 2.5 inch piece, turn it over so that is face to face, and we're going to pin it in place so that everything is matched up. All of these are matched, and then we're going to sew. 1/4 inch is your seam allowance. Never sew over a pin. We're going to finger press so that when you put this one on, you're going to turn it over so that it's face to face, just like the first one. And we're going to pin it in place. This one is going to hang over just a little bit from here and here on this side. I don't know if you can see that, but that's okay because we're going to trim it up. Couple of pins, keep it in place so there's no moving. And again, a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Don't go over your pins. And we've sewn the block back together. So the next step is ironing everything down flat, nice and flat, so that your seam allowance right here doesn't stick up. And when we're trimming it, that's important to have everything nice and flat. So now we have a nice flat piece. Everything is nice and flat. We can go back over to the cutting station, and I'm going to take my square ruler. We are going to line the edge right up and cut off this little extra piece with my rotary cutter. And there you have your 1 block, and you're going to do that 3 more times to make a square. By coming to one of my classes, you'll get hands-on training. There's no such thing as a bad question. Anything that you mess up, I can help you fix. Some of the other classes that I teach are the lap quilt, the table runner. I also do a wall hanging. Sometimes they are a Christmas theme or a holiday theme. And you will learn different sewing techniques along with having a great treasure to take home.